here, and today I am making bran muffins. I've been making yeast bread in another video, and I'm going to do some quick bread bran muffins. The reason that they're bran is because when you mill your own grain, it has all of the nutrients in it. All of the bran is still there, all of the germ is still there. Any flour you buy on the shelf, the bran and the germ have been removed, and that's what prolongs the life of the bread on the counter. That's why it's processed. It's literally milled out. The bran and the germ is milled out. When you mill your own grain, it's all there. Great for your digestive system, great for your health. I'm gonna do half Ezekiel mix and half soft white flour wheat berries. And this is what the Ezekiel mix looks like when I talk about it. It has red wheat, hard red wheat. It has spelt, millet, barley, northern beans, kidney beans, pinto beans. That's what all is in here. So the recipes for 2 1/4 cups of flour. Soft white mills more flour than hard flour does. So I'm going to actually mill, which I've already milled it. I didn't want the noise on here, but I've already milled 2/3 cup of Ezekiel mix and 2/3 cup of the soft white, and that's going to give me 2 1/4 cups of flour. I'm going to turn this on just so you can hear how loud the mill is, but it quickly milled this in about, I don't know, a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Here's the mill on. This is the Wonder Mill. Let me get this out of the way so you can see. This is the Wonder Mill. Turn it on. Mill your grain. Shut it off. Okay, so I'm going to cover up my grain, and then we're going to go make the muffins. Okay, so I'm ready to make the muffins. I've already mixed my wet ingredients, and I'll go over what that is. I am going to measure out this for my bowl, because my yeast bread, when I mill the hard grain, it mills exactly I know what. But soft white always mills more. So I always measure it out. Any leftover, I put in a freezer baggie. I use it to flour meat or whatever when I'm cooking. Okay, so this recipe is 1 1/4 cups. So 1 cup, and these are not exact levels, so that was 2. I'm gonna get a heaping quarter, a little bit more. I've got a little bit of grain, a little bit of flour left. I'll just put that in a baggie, freeze it up. Okay, this recipe calls for 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, that's the dry ingredient. I always mix that up good, make a little well in the center. My wet ingredients is a cup of buttermilk. I use a tablespoon of vinegar and then the cup of milk to make my own buttermilk. I don't buy it. This recipe calls for half a cup of oil, olive oil, half a cup of honey. I don't do a half a cup of honey. I do 1/3 a cup because I don't like things as sweet. It calls for a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, and I put in, believe it or not, about 1/3 a cup of sour cream, because that makes it really creamy and moist, the bread, the muffins, when you make them. If you are dairy free, obviously you can replace your buttermilk for like coconut milk, and you don't have to put the sour cream in. I just do it because it's good. So I have all of that in here. Now I'm gonna mix it up really good. And then, as soon as I get it mixed up, I'm going to pour it over into the flour, and we're gonna fill the muffin pans. All right. Mixed up, good. Going in. Okay, so I have my batter all mixed up, and I'm gonna put it over into these absolutely amazing USA muffin pan that I have. I'm just telling you, it's the best pan. No, they don't even know who I am, but I do love the pans. I'd tell anybody they need to buy these pans. A little bit messy here, but oh my gosh. Would help if I'd hold the bowl, put it in. These muffins are so good. I mentioned before, my grandson takes them for track practice. After track practice in the mornings, he loves them. He usually wipes me out of them. My husband and I, we have them at lunchtime because we, believe it or not, when you make real bread for your health, you want to eat it 3 times a day. So we eat it in the morning, we eat toast in the morning, we eat a muffin at lunch, and we eat some kind of either dessert muffin or some type of bread made from real grain in the evening. So I'm gonna put these in the oven for 13, 14 minutes max, and then we're gonna take them out and I'll show you these bad boys. Okay, so my muffins are finished. I just took them out of the oven. They cooked at 400 degrees for 14 minutes. The recipe says 15 minutes, but my oven is hot, and so I don't leave them in there that long. So they're perfect, and I'm gonna let them sweat for a maximum of 5 minutes in these pans, and then I'm gonna take them out, and I haven't had any lunch, so I'm gonna have one. Okay, so I'm taking the muffins out of the pan, and then I'm gonna have one. I wanted to just tell you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel and give me a like on what you like. Because I'm going to be making French bread pizzas next. Those are delicious, and so that's my next video. These are pretty hot. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope that it will encourage you to mill your own grain and make real bread. You know, Jesus said he's the bread of life, and he compared himself to bread. Back in the old days, grain was excellent for you. If you mill your own grain, it's still excellent for you. All right, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'm Trina Lane.